Hello, and we are live for our Q&A today. I'm really excited for this one. So waiting for everybody to come on board. We're being live across our Facebook and Instagram today for a kind of a different Motivation Monday, because we're talking all about our 6-week Transformation Unicorn Challenge, why you may be on the fence. For everyone who's gone through our recent 5-day Stronger Now challenge, it's really here to answer some questions, to talk about anything that you want to know about what we talked about over the last 5 days last week. And yeah, I'm here and excited to chat with you guys. So first of all, if you are on Facebook, I would love to see you see your name. So you need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook and make sure that when you're commenting, I can see your name and your face. And for those over in Insta, I'll say hello to you guys too. So who have we got on board? Carmen's here, Kiara's here. Oh, I love that. The Stupid Essential. Nice. She's here too. Love that as a handle. That's amazing. So come on board if you have any questions regarding anything, right? Anything to do with body shape change, to do with getting fit and strong for summer, for, perhaps fat loss over 40, or dealing with hormonal issues, or if you're on the fence about our 6-week Transformation Unicorn Challenge, it's that I'm on the fence because, and then insert whatever it is after that. Okay, and that's what we're answering here today as part of our joint live everywhere. So I've got a lot of questions that people have already sent me, so I'm going to work my way through those, and yeah, we're going to take it from there. So if you're on live, do say hello. Let us know in the comments. I'll give you a shout. I can see loads of ladies over here as well on the Insta, so do say hello, do give us a comment, do give us some emojis, and I will 100% give you a shout out, as well as answer any questions that you have. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? Sorry, hair is doing my hair in as always, so it's always in the eye, and I just want to move it away from the eye. So the questions that we have, so first of all, I'll do my introduction for those that have maybe not seen me live before or are catching this live for the first time. My name is Lisa Barwise, and I consider myself a wellness alchemist, which means I'm the kick-ass catalyst in the transformation of women around the world, being stronger of mind, body, and character. And I'm the creator of Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training and our online body shape change programs we call the Warrior Goddess Body. And we are launching, and we're in the middle of open registration for our 6-week Transformation Unicorn Challenge. And yes, the unicorn is very important. And we just kicked off and finished up our 5-day challenge in our tribe community, where we helped everyone to feel stronger now, to help them work and work past any issues that they would have had with motivation or sticking to something, or understanding why they would have had difficulties previously with starting and completing a body shape change program, right? Or, a weight loss or fat loss program, whatever way you want to call that. So that's what we covered in our 5-day challenge, right? So if you weren't a part of that 5-day challenge, you can 100% go on over for free into our tribe community. I'll put a little comment where you guys can go over and register to be a part of our tribe. Let me just do that. It's basically Warrior Goddess kettlebelltraining.com/tribe. So you can go over there now, and you can still access those videos. The replays are still available. All those amazing free resources are available, and will be so in that tribe community for you to access that. However, what we do have is a deadline for our 6-week Transformation Unicorn Challenge. We run these about 4 times per year as a group start program, which basically means that we all start together, which we find is the best way to help women as a group go through the same experience together. And we're starting on the 7th of June with our first day of our prep week. We have a prep week because we want to avoid the overwhelm. We want to give you the information that you need, but give you enough time to work through that information. So rather than you just thinking that all you got to do is, make a certain dinner, or, make a certain meal, or start eating leaves, or or swinging a kettlebell, we teach you everything step by step along the way, so that you can understand why we do what we do, but also to add a big dollop of that accountability, and also so that you can understand the whole picture of what we're trying to achieve here, right? So that when it comes down to decision making in your day, you know why you're doing what you're doing, right? So rather than just following it blindly because your trainer tells you you need to do this, it gives you the full picture. Yeah. So what I really want to answer is some of the questions that I've been sent by ladies that have been part of the 5-day challenge and just want, sorry, it's doing it again. Let's just get it out of the way. There we go. And they just wanted a couple of answers to their questions. So the things that we want to answer today are to do with, well, you know, what happens if I make a plan to do a workout in the morning and then something happens, like, you know, the dog does something, or there's an emergency with my child or whatever. So here's what I'm going to say about that as a general question, okay, is that if you've never had a normal eating and training plan, or you haven't built a habit of training and eating in a certain way before, then it can seem really daunting to go, well, how am I going to fit this into my life? Right? And that's the question I tend to get asked, is how am I going to get it fitted into my life? Or how is this going to fit around my life? When really, it's not about fitting it into your life so much as you understanding that you maybe need to shake up what you're currently doing, full stop. Okay? If you're not getting the results that you want with what you're doing, if you are noticing that the weight and the fat and the body shape is changing in a way that you don't want it to, if you feel like you're not healthy, if you feel like you're not the role model, and if you've never stuck to something before, then what you're doing isn't working, right? 100%. What you're doing isn't working, and you need to change things up. You need to make better decisions with regards to prioritizing health, well-being, fitness as part of your routine, right? So if you're saying to me, well, I don't know where I'm going to fit it into my daily life, what I would say is you need to build your daily life around these habits and just go without fail. 30 minutes a day, I'm doing something for me, right? Whether that be the training plan, the eating that we're talking about, the meal prep that we're talking about, the or going for a walk, or prioritizing some sort of self-care in terms of mobility or stretching or yoga or a bath or something like that, then that's what we're asking for you to do, right? Is if you're not thinking about you and your body sometime within your day, then that's a real big red flag for me, right? So you're saying, but then the answer generally is, but I've got children, I've got a husband, I've got a job, and I need to think about all of that first. Well, do you, right? The question is, if you don't make time to think about what you're currently doing for your own health, well-being, and wellness, right, then you're going to have to make time later for when you are ill. Full stop. Okay. So you might think you're doing okay now. Well, I'm doing okay now. Everything's, you know, I'm doing fine. Yes, I'm not really that overweight. I'm not really that unhealthy. I kind of do okay. And that is, I always say that I'm okay or I already eat healthy is the biggest excuse. And I'm going to just call it like it is, ladies, the biggest excuse or the biggest barrier for you to actually make change. Because if you were really honest with yourself, and if you were really honest in terms of where you're at right now and what you're currently doing is working, you wouldn't even be listening to me, right? You wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't even have sought something out. You wouldn't even have prioritized your time to come and listen to what I'm saying. Right? So that's what I would like for you to understand, is that it's not about, you know, all I'm going to do is spend 3 hours a day in the gym, and I'm going to spend hours and hours in the kitchen so that I can look a certain way. No, this is about you fitting in movement and training, right, that trains towards your goals so that you can be the best version of you, the role model that you need to be to your family, healthy, and also for you to feel confident and sexy and strong, right? That's what we want for you. But if you're not willing to make changes and make significant changes to how you do things, then you're just going to end up in the same place next week, next month, next year. It's just the way that it is. So I don't know about you, but I would rather then choose something that I know is going to be more time effective, that somebody, you know, that somebody has tested and proven that it works, that you're not spinning your wheels when you are doing that time. So like, here comes the question. So let's say, for example, then you go, right, okay, well, I'm going to do something, but I'm just going to download some stuff from the internet. I'm just going to find some free workouts. I'm just going to follow a few recipes and cut back on this and that and see how it goes, right? How has that worked out for you as well, right? It hasn't, because you wouldn't be listening to me if that had worked for you. Whereas why wouldn't you put your faith and trust in something that's proven to work, right? 100% proven to work, to the point where we know that it works and you get the results, to the point where we give you your money back. Our 6-week transformation challenge has a refundable deposit. A refundable deposit that means that you do this, you invest, and you get your money back at the end of it when you reach the results, which are guaranteed 16 pounds of weight loss or 6% body fat, guaranteed, and your money back, right? If you follow the plan, if you follow it exactly how it is laid out. Now, the cool stuff about how we do it is that with kettlebell training, it's not hours in the gym. A 30-minute workout can be worth 2 hours in the gym. Pretty much, right? But we even start you with 4 minutes. So if you've never done any sort of strength training before, or you're worried about injury, or you're worried about how you're going to fit it into your day, 4 or 10-minute workouts are all you're going to need to get started, and then build you up to that 20 minutes, that 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes, 3 times a week. Now, if you don't have an hour and a half per week for your body and your goals, right, then you don't have a life. You're living for everybody else, right? I know, hard to hear it, but it's true. If you can't prioritize 1.5 hours per week to fit in your fitness and strength training and training towards your goals, then that's another big red flag, right? Think about it. And rather than you say, and I always say that the best way to understand this time thing is, rather than saying, I don't have the time, you switch it to, that's not my priority, and then see how that feels. Well, that's not my priority to spend an hour and a half per week to train towards my goals to get fitter and stronger and healthier, but to also feel and look better, right? See, when you say it like that, you're like, okay, sounds a little bit, yeah, right, I got it, right? So that's really interesting to me. The other thing also is, and I get this one a lot in terms of, well, how will it work if I have a birthday or if I have things going on within the 6 weeks? So this is the other thing. We do not live inside a vacuum, right? Our world, our life doesn't happen inside a vacuum. And when it comes to a new program or new fitness regime or new diet or new whatever you want to call, whatever you call it, right? It's not about trying to fit it in the best 6 weeks that you have. Well, I'm going to wait till I'm a bit clearer. I'm going to wait till work's a little bit less busy. I'm going to wait till we don't have as many, birthdays or celebrations or something like that in the 6 weeks. This is not about you trying to find the perfect time to do it, because there is no perfect time. But the goal of what we're trying to teach you here, although yes, we're trying to kickstart and give you a massive kickstart in your weight loss and fat loss journey and your body shape change journey and in strength and fitness, etc. But what we're really trying to do here is make this a part of what you do, because that's what we want: sustainable and doable, significant body shape change, and lifestyle change, so that you are someone who prioritizes their own health and well-being and self-care, and does that by exercising, looking after themselves in terms of their training, what they're eating, and understands the habits that you need to create on a daily basis in order to achieve that. So you're never not going to have 6 weeks where there's not a birthday, an emergency, a holiday coming up, pipes burst, the dog gets sick. It doesn't happen, right? So you need to work with the tools that we give you and the resources that we give you to figure it out, to prioritize it as part of your day, but to create those little small routines and rituals and little systems and little habits within your day to ensure that it gets done. But also, if it doesn't get done in that day, how can it get done in that week? So it's you trying to understand that some days it doesn't work out, so where can you catch it up later, right? So, but unless you go through this process, unless you go through it and commit it and say, I'm going to try this as a friggin' experiment, if nothing else, I'm going to try this as an experiment to see how I can achieve this, how I can build these little habits, how I can build these little habit goals, and each day work towards achieving that. Because unless you say, right, I'm going to give this a go, I am not only going to use it as a way to kickstart my weight loss and body fat change journey, right? Body fat and body shape change journey. I am going to use this as a way to create good habits. I'm going to use this as a way to figure out how I become someone who just goes to the gym, or who just does my workout from home, who just prioritizes what I'm eating and does meal planning for me and my family so that we can work it out, who prioritizes my self-care. That's who I want to be. And that's why the unicorn is important. The unicorn is a symbol of the invincibility to do hard things, because this is going to be hard for you if you've never done it before. Yeah. But it's also it's that magical person who just goes, I'm going to give this my all. I'm going to give this my all, even if it means I have to try to prove her wrong. Hear that a lot. But also, I'm going to do this because this is so important to me. It's not just about the body shape change and the fat loss, which is great, and looking good and feeling good. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also about, how can I be someone who develops a regular exercise routine, right? Who develops a way to meal plan and track and be accurate with what it is that I'm eating towards my goals, right? But also the process of what you go through with this 6-week transformation unicorn challenge, it's all about healing your hormones, healing your gut, right? It's all about healing from the inside out so that you can be more energized, sleep better, feel stronger, feel all of those things, right? But you got to start it. You got to commit to it and go, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do for me. And then know that along the way, we have a whole team of coaches who are the best cheerleaders in the world, answering your questions, supporting you, helping you, but we can only coach what we can see. So we need you to be in there so that we can help and support you, right? Okay. So the other question I got was regarding how the 6-week challenge, what does it look like? What do you need to do to actually make unicorn status? Oh, hi, Holly, and hi, Renee. They're on. Hey, ladies. So what do you have to do to make unicorn status? I get that, right? So unicorn status is someone who gets their refundable deposit refunded, right? The $197 refunded back. And yes, the 16 pounds of weight loss and the 6% body fat is how you achieve that. But there are also daily practices. So we've made the daily practices, the Unicorn Pack guidelines, also what you have to adhere to get to the unicorn status, right? But interestingly, the ones that adhere to that are the ones that get the results. So we've worked that out for you. So you have to, every single day, as after prep week, post up a daily diary. Dear Warrior Goddess, Dear Warrior Goddess diary, right? It's a dear diary. And then you post your eating, your training, and your self-care, all right? Or eating, training, and feeling, right? What was the eating that you did? Training, feeling. What was your training? What did you think about it? How are you feeling? What's your self-care, etc.? And you post pictures of your food. The reason why we do it as a daily diary is that that's the most accountable we can ever make it, right? What you photograph and what you measure gets done. If you know that you have to check that in to us every day, that also holds you accountable, right? If you know that there's somebody waiting to see those pictures and ticking it off a little list, that also holds you accountable. Also, it gives us something to coach you on. So if you are struggling to eat what's on the meal plan, if you are struggling to do the workout, then this is a chance for us to go, oh, why are you struggling? How can we help you? Right? We can't coach what we can't see. So the daily diary is really important for that. Then you do a weekly post on your Facebook, a little bit of accountability to the outside world, letting your friends and family know that you're going through this transformational journey, right? Then we have the adherence part, right? So you're doing the daily diary, but we also want you to be 100% adherent to the meal plan, right? So what we find is that those that are 100% adherent to the meal plan are successful. Now, if you're somebody who's like, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to follow a meal plan, we have lots of ways for you to swap and substitute things out. So don't worry about that. So if you don't like avocado, or you don't like broccoli, or you don't like Brussels sprouts, or you don't like something, you can swap things out. We can 100% hand on heart say that these are the yummiest, tastiest, and easy to assemble food once you get the hang of things, once you get used to a meal planning, meal prepping mindset, right? We try to make them yummy. We try to make them different. Everything that we eat is gluten-free and dairy-free, but we also cater for meat eaters, vegetarians, and vegans. So we've got everybody on a plant-focused diet completely covered. You can also try stuff that's on the vegetarian and vegan if you are a meat eater, but we do say that too many swaps in the week. The way that the meal plan is created is that it's created for vegans to follow vegans, vegetarians to follow, etc. But what you can do is swap one or two out and still be able to get the results, right? We also have you doing progress photos, doing measurements, and doing fitness tests so that you can see your actual progress. So we don't measure things by the scale other than if you have weight to lose. So that's why we added the body fat percentage. You measure the scale at the beginning and at the end, and nowhere in between. You can take progress photos as you go along, but generally it comes down to just do the work, and every single week see how you feel. And you submit a weekly tracker, which not only tracks those habits that we talked about, but gives you an indicator of some progress to track as well. Yeah, non-scale victories, as we call it. So that's how you do it. But that's how we know it works. So if you follow them and you don't miss any check-ins and you do your best to follow the plan, you get 100% of the results. If you follow it about 80%, here's the thing. You get 80% of the results. So even if you're not, even if after a while you're like, I don't really want to go for this unicorn status, or my life needs a little bit extra flexibility, or, I'm not really 100% following this meal plan, I'm just going to follow it 80%, then wow, you still lose 12, 14 pounds, or you'll still lose 4% body fat, 5% body fat. It's pretty amazing. I'm all right with that. Bring that on. Right? So it's really understanding all of this. This comes down to two questions. How much do you want it in terms of how much do you need to change right now? Have you hit that point where you're like, I just need to change, right? And then the second point is what you're doing now working for you to get there? Do you believe that what you're doing right now is working to get you there? And if it's not, that's okay. You can just go, you know what, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try something that's proven to work and to get me the results. And that's what we want for you, right? That's how much we believe in the 6-week transformation unicorn challenge, because we know it works. We get results time and time and time again. We get unicorns time and time and time again because we know that it works. Then it's just our job to help you to stick to it. Because that's the hard part, right? For you guys, if you've never done, if you've never followed something that accurately or that consistently before, we're just here to help you with that. So we help you with answering questions. We help you when your motivation feels like it's up and down. We help you to build in those little habits and routines. So it's all about those sorts of things. Yeah. So my question just comes down to this. How much do you want it? And is what you're doing working for you right now? And if you really want it and it's not working and you're looking for something else, now is the time. Perfectly timed for summer. I don't know where you are in the world, but it's super sunny here for Bank Holiday Monday. And it's the time to get the arms out, get the legs out. I'm sitting here with shorts on. I'm going to go and enjoy a little bit of outside time in between these videos today. So, this is the time that we want to feel stronger, lose a bit of weight, lean up a little bit, get our arms out, get our legs out, right? So this is the perfect time to join so that you can really kickstart things for summer, and then you can feel stronger and sexier and more confident moving into those summer months. So if you have any more questions, I wanted you to go over to the tribe group. So go to warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com/tribe if you're not already part of it, my Instagram people, or if you are in it, go over and underneath this you can write and ask questions. You can ask questions on any of those 5-day videos as part of our 5-day challenge. You can email me at hello@warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com. You can go onto our website, warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com and you can find out about our programs. The 6-week challenge is there, and we can answer any questions in the chat box over there as well. We've got you covered in so many ways. We want to make sure that you have your questions answered and feel reassured when you're making this investment. We literally start next Monday. So you've got literally 7 days to make the decision. Once it's closed, it's closed. We won't be running another one of these again probably until maybe October, November time. We only run 4 a year. So this is the time. It's the summer intake. We want you to be a part of this. So if you're on the fence, don't be on the fence, jump off. If you do have a question, in that email, write me, I'm on the fence because. Write in the comments right now, I'm on the fence because, and I will answer that for you. If you are on the Insta, you can go on over and click the link in my bio to find out more information, and also use the chat box on our webpage to ask any questions and let us know if you're on the fence and how we can invite you over. All right, my lovelies, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you, to, if you are maneuvering through all of this information, if you're trying to figure out if this is for you or not. We're here to answer your questions and to reassure you. I just want you to be a unicorn. That's all I want for everyone. I just want you to feel fabulous, feel strong, feel fit, feel healthy, feel super confident going into summer, and we will do all in our power to make sure that we achieve that with you. So that's it. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thanks so much for watching. I will be back same time, same place next Monday. We'll be doing our Motivation Mondays. As always, we do Motivation Mondays on our page at about 1:30, and we do a 2 o'clock Q&A with our 6-week challengers, and I'm about to do our 3 o'clock Q&A with our Sexy Strong VIP group. So ladies, enjoy. If you're out in the sunshine, enjoy that, and I will see you all again soon.